Hi, thanks for joining us today. My name is Andrea, and these are my teammates, Reina and Susan. We're very excited to show you our project, Nyūyōku. Nyuyoku means New York in Japanese, and is a real-time multiplayer game based on the cardboard game called Machi Koro. Um, it, um, in the game, players can buy different cards and build their own city. And we decided to retheme the game to New York City to reflect the landmarks. The ultimate goal of the game is to collect all the landmarks, and the first person who collects the fourth of them first wins. First time we played Machi Koro, we realized that the setting was both tedious and time-consuming. Our game allows for a more pleasurable experience by providing users with a board, card stack, and money supply. We were motivated to create this game because we wanted to work on a game that was both technically challenging and also fun, and that hasn't done before in an online format. And now Reina is going to walk you through the gameplay.
So when a user wants to play our game, they have one of two options. They can either create a new game, or they can join an already existing game using a provided link. When a user joins a game, they're brought to a lobby page where they're able to see all the other players that have joined the same game that they're a part of. When all players are present, we can click Start Game, and the game will begin. Now, in order to take our turn, the first thing we need to do is roll the dice. Here, we rolled a 3. A 3 is great because we have a bakery card, and bakery cards are activated by a dice roll of 3. So as a result, the action of that card is activated, and we get $1. In order to finish our turn, we can do one of 3 things. We can either buy an establishment card, we can unlock one of our landmarks, or we can simply finish our turn by clicking End Turn. Now I'm going to pass this on to Anne, and she's going to tell us a little more about the technologies we used to build our game.
Here are some of the major technologies we use to build our game, including React, Firebase, and Redux. Firebase is a critical tool that allows players to see real-time updates to the game on a cloud-hosted database. Here you can see all the turns and money updating live as a player makes a move. One of the technical challenges we faced was building out the lobby system that accounts for the flow of our data from our backend into this real-time database. We needed to think about how players join the same game and what information needed to be available when you create a game versus when you start a game. To solve this, we use Redux to store games from our database, as well as the entire game state from Firebase for each individual game. By doing so, we can not only access information about the game status and players from the server, but also information about the same game that's constantly updated in Firebase, such as the dice value and whose turn it is, all in the Redux store. Now, Susan will talk about the game logic.
The biggest challenge concerning the game logic was calculating the changes in players' money. Each establishment card that a player can buy executes an action when a particular dice value is rolled. Depending on the roll and the player's individual circumstances, the type and amount of establishment cards they own, how much money they have, and whether or not it's their turn, a player can gain, lose, or receive no change in money. These different outputs complicated the game logic when dealing with a real-time multiplayer game. The way that we solved this was by taking each individual player's circumstances and the game state from Firebase and running through the card functionality for that particular circumstance. In this way, whenever the dice are rolled, each player calculates their own change in money, and then they update Firebase so that all the players can see the changes.
Creating Nyūyōku was a great learning experience from a personal and technical level. We improved our ability to manage time, prioritize tasks, and work from a shared code base. And we had a lot of fun in the process. We invite you to play our game at nyuyoku.herokuapp.com. Thank you.